On today's show, Zinchenko is done, and Fabrizio Romano, take it away.
Here we go. Everything completed between the player and Arsenal.
As you guys know, earlier today, Fabrizio Romano confirmed that the Zinchenko deal has been completed. Arsenal have agreed personal terms with Zinchenko, and they've agreed a fee with Manchester City. David Ornstein has also reported that the player will be having his medical later this week. Now, let's get on to today's show. We have a lot to talk about. We're also going to talk about Lucas Paqueta. We got an update on Yuri Tielemans, and we were going to talk about a certain Arsenal player not leaving. Plus, maybe we might talk about exits in addition to more. Stay tuned. Yes, people. What's going on? It's the Kitty G on EGTV, and we're back again with another video. Let's go. Here we go from Fabrizio Romano. As you guys already know, that's too many no's. But yo, guys, I thought I was going to have myself a nice day where I didn't have to do any streams and there was going to be no news. We just released the new kits. I thought we were going to be chilling. We weren't going to have anything. We were going to sit back, relax, summertime shine. I look my hand up in the sky. But you know what ended up happening? We got some good news. We got some good news from Fabrizio Romano, from David Ornstein, from the boys. Let's get to it. Hope everybody's well in the chat. I can see you guys in the chat. We already got 33 of you guys in the chat right now. Gunnar Velt, my guy. Smash those like buttons, people. Tell me, what poll question should I put for today? Arthur's back. I'm going to just put Arthur, yes or no, in the chat. It's probably going to be 100% no, so let's find out. Gudervelt in the house. I don't know. I don't remember. What the hell are you chatting about? What the hell was that? Hit them like buttons, people. Hit them like buttons. Hit them like buttons. Let's get it. Let's get it. You already know that's my catchphrase. Let's get it. Ramos is the best player ever. What? What are you talking about? Ramos? What is this guy on about? What is this guy on about? This is not a Real Madrid channel, bro. I watched the show. Will be fun. Adam Brown has... What? What the hell are you talking about Adam Brown for? No one gives a shit about Adam Brown. Who the hell's Adam Brown? Who the hell's Adam Brown? Adam who? Does anybody in the chat know who Adam Brown is? Have no idea who he's talking about. Anyways, let's get straight into it, ladies and gentlemen. Hit them like buttons. We got 53 people in the chat right now. We got ourselves a very, very busy show to talk about, as you guys already seen, Fabrizio Romano. So let's go straight to the news. And the way we're going to do this today, we're going to go on Instagram, because on my Instagram, I have been very active on Instagram, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very, very active on Instagram lately. And I posted what Fabrizio Romano said on my Instagram, and I posted what other people said on my Instagram. So we're going to go there first. So first, oh man, why am I getting a phone call at this time? I am live on YouTube, my friends. I am live. I'm live, my love. Please don't call me. Also, let's get straight into it. You're calling me again. This is the nightmare that I have to go through sometimes, guys. But let's just go straight to it. Do you want... Oh my God, stop calling me. I'm live on YouTube. Stop calling me. God. Okay. So first things first. Yesterday, Zinchenko. What happened with Zinchenko? Zinchenko will join Arsenal. 30 million is awaiting the green light to leave Manchester City training across from America to link up with his new teammates, Arsenal. This was reported by The Sun yesterday, right? And now today, from Fabrizio Romano, as you guys already know, let me just close my DMs. As you guys already know from Fabrizio Romano, the main man himself has reported. Here we go. He said Oliver. How do you say his name? Ol- Oleksandr Zinchenko to Arsenal. Here we go. Final agreements in place since Friday with Manchester City for 30 million agreed fee. Personal terms also agreed. Zinchenko was always keen to rejoin with Arsenal. Contract will be until 2026, as reported by David Ornstein. Now, let me go to David Ornstein's tweet because we need to show you guys David Ornstein's tweet now. David Ornstein did tweet about this. Here we go. He tweeted about Zinchenko. He said, Arsenal finalized the move for Oleksandr Zinchenko. And after reaching an agreement of principle for 4 years, it's going to be 30 million plus 2 million add-ons based on achievable ads on personal terms in place too, and all is good. All goes to plan medical and then we will sign him. So at this moment in time, Zinchenko to Arsenal is a done deal, ladies and gentlemen. It is a done deal. Done deal. And how you guys feeling about Zinchenko? Let me know how you guys are feeling about Zinchenko. What the hell is wrong with this guy? This guy's a clown. If you don't want to watch my channel, you can be banned, my friend. Big up to you. Man's just random. We're gonna be putting in calls. So I'm gonna send out the link. You guys can call in. You guys can call in. Let me know what you guys are saying in the chat. We're gonna get to everybody as much as we can throughout the rest of the show. This is going to be a very interactive show. We're going to be doing a lot of different things. But first things first, Zinchenko has been sold from Mikel Arteta. Bought by Mikel from Pep to Arteta. So you can see we've also signed a 4-year deal with Zinchenko. Zinchenko signed a 4-year deal, and in 24 hours we will see him as an Arsenal. 48 hours, they're reporting that we will see him as an Arsenal player. Reporting that David Ornstein said in the next 48 hours, most likely we will agree the 4-year deal with Zinchenko. Also, Arsenal continue their U.S. preseason tour after the 2-0 victory, but it is very imminent that we're going to sign Zinchenko. That was reported earlier today, 5 hours ago, and it's just good to see. It's just good to see Zinchenko over the line so quickly, the deal getting sorted so quickly, in addition to everything else going on at Arsenal. So yeah, I'm now going to bring in some of the guys. People in the chat, let me know how you guys are doing. What the hell is going on here? What the hell is going on here? What the hell is some of these people? Is there no moderators in the chat? Moderators, where are you guys at? Where are the moderators at in the chat? If we have a moderator in the chat, can you please block some of these guys? They're starting to annoy the life out of me, right? But yo, we got M in the house. M, how you feeling? How you doing? What's your take on the Zinchenko situation, bro? Because it looks like the deal is done. The player's ours. He's walking through the door very, very soon, and I'm very happy to see that. Wrapped up quite quickly.
Yeah, it was done very quickly. Zinchenko's a good signing, man. I think he'll give us cover. I think he will start a lot of games at left back, to be honest. Kieran Tierney is injured in pre-season, so that's if Mama's injured after playing 30 minutes against Nuremberg, then it's a bit of a bad thing. But Zinchenko, I think, good signing, man. He could cover in midfield as well. So I think it's a great bit of business after missing out on Lisandro Martinez. Just quickly, it's good that Arsenal have just quickly moved on and said, yeah, we're just gonna go and sign Zinchenko. To be honest, I wanted him before the whole Lisandro Martinez thing. So, and the banner on Man United fans on Lisandro Martinez has been brilliant. I can't lie. So Zinchenko, good signing, and let's see what happens in midfield. I hope Zinchenko is not the signing that we say, oh, it's a midfield signing as well, because we do need an upgrade in midfield on specifically Granit Xhaka, because I think next season a lot of people might want to see him start, but I think we need to upgrade. He's been here for a few seasons and hasn't really lived up to the expectation. So yeah.
Okay. I hear that. Big up to everyone in the chat. Do me a favor. Let me just say this. When it comes to everything that's going on right now, to me, this is a situation. Arsenal got the Zinchenko deal done quickly and over the line because they knew the Oleksandr deal was not going to happen anymore. The reason why we were pushing for the Oleksandr deal, we maybe wanted him as our first choice defensive option, as we did, and we ended up getting rejected. But one thing we did do is we drove the price up for Manchester United, which is beautiful, absolutely beautiful to see. Now, there's a lot more to cover, but before we do that, Josh, how you feeling about Zinchenko, Josh? People in the chat, how you feeling about Zinchenko? You guys don't seem excited about Zinchenko. What's going on, people? What's going on? Nobody's excited about Zinchenko. This is a guy who has won the Premier League 4 times with Manchester City, who was integral to helping them win the Premier League at least 2 of those seasons. A guy who is Ukrainian captain, a guy who has had an ample amount of experience, comes into this team as a leader in this dressing room, and nobody here seems excited, bar myself. What's going on?
Now I think Zinchenko's a good signing. It's just not one of them big signings. I think we still haven't made a huge signing. Would you agree?
Bro, this is a great signing, though. I'm not saying this is a 70 million pound signing. What I'm saying is Zinchenko, 30 million pounds, a player who helps us solve 2 problem areas. This is a good signing. Why does nobody seem excited?
Because it's Zinchenko, bro. It's not. I'm sorry. If we sign Leroy Sane, then I'll be excited. That's a signing that will be guessed.
Josh, what about you,
Zinchenko.
Josh? Josh is always questionable which way he's gonna feel. How you feeling today, Josh?
Yo, man. Yes. So Zinchenko, 30 million. What a sign, man. I'm absolutely happy with
You don't seem
this
excited,
because
bro. You don't
no,
sound excited.
listen, man. I'm just keeping level-headed. The reason being is because obviously, as Arsenal fans get gassed. Literally,
Why are you worried about getting cooked by rivals minutes after signing a player? It makes no sense. It's jarring. You guys can tell me your true feelings without being like, "Oh, I'm worried about backlash." What backlash, bro? There's 62 people watching, not 650 people watching.
yes,
what are you worried about?
But yeah, what's his name? Zinchenko, obviously a good sign. Obviously, he can play in several different positions, but hopefully he's not the midfield signing that we'll want. Hopefully, Tielemans will come through the door. But obviously, if Tierney gets injured again, I think we should just sell him because honestly, that guy is the man. His knees are just boy. Honestly, this guy gets injured every second, bro. But also, Zinchenko is a Premier League winner as well with City, along with Jesus. So that's good as well. He can instill some winning mentality in his Arsenal team, hopefully.
Definitely. And the most important thing for me is when you think about Zinchenko in comparison to Tierney, he's more suited to that inverted left back position than Tierney would be. So I'm quite happy with that also. And Fabrizio Romano, David Onstein, the tier ones of tier ones, all confirming everything today. So the deal is pretty much good as done. The only way it could fall apart at this point is if he fails the medical. And that would be such an Arsenal thing for it to happen. But what are you saying? What are you saying, my guy? Ozzy, how you feeling? Ozzy.
Yeah,
Ozzy,
no. Can you hear me?
Chat to me, bro. People in the comment section are giving me mixed thoughts. One person here saying great signing. Another one saying Zinchenko's dead food. I think that's just rival banter. Come on, bro. You can do better than that. We have Zinchenko is already a signing. He's not a world beater like you're making him out to be. I'm not making him out to be a world beater at all. I'm just saying he's a good signing. 30 million pounds, Premier League proven. He comes in, improves our team. That is a reality. And he could even is he better than Tierney? You know what? That's the poll I'm gonna do. Is Zinchenko or Tierney? Who's better? But Ozzy, talk to me, bro. How you feeling? Sydney,
Yeah, no.
welcome.
No, for me, it's a good signing. Like, I'm happy about it. It's Premier League proven. We know what he's about. He's gonna come in. You're gonna need. There's none of that. Oh, is he gonna fit in? Is he good? Is he that? He's Premier League proven, like you said. He's won 4 Premier Leagues. We know what he's going to bring to the team, and it's needed. Whether he plays left back, left-sided midfield, you know he could do a job, and he's going to do it well. So for me, it improves the team. I think for me personally, I think he's a starter, especially if Tierney does not get fit by the start of the season. I think he slots in perfectly into that left back role for me personally. That's why I see him playing.
Why is it everyone just seems like so monotone? Like, he's a good signing, but I'm not excited, or I'm not worried. I'm not focused on this too much, or it's like, it's almost like you're so nonchalant, all of you guys. Aren't you guys just happy that we've gotten another signing to the door, or is it kind of like it's just this signing doesn't move any of you guys at all?
Hey, Eagle.
What's good, bro? Sydney.
Nothing much. I just wanted to correct something that so many people keep saying, which is kind of, I say I'll take it as a negativity there, but I don't understand why people say Martinez rejected Arsenal, but that's not the case. Arsenal just didn't want to pay close to 50 million for Martinez, which is ridiculous money. Well, and that doesn't mean that Martinez is not going to do well. It's just, like everybody has said, he's not Premier League proven. We don't know what it's going to be like when he comes into the Premier League. So why spend 50 million on a player like that? And you look at Man U, yeah, they might have gotten a very good player, yeah, but at the same time, they spent ridiculous money on him. Now, Zinchenko, for me, is a very good signing for us. And I think the reason why most people are not too encouraged by the signing is kind of like, in Man City, he didn't really play that much games for them and all that. But I believe, I don't know if it was you or someone else that brought up the stat between Keane, Tierney, and pretty much Xhaka in terms of their outputs and statistics. He does well. He's a captain for Ukraine. He's a winning player. He wants to win. He's just 25. So you look at the players we're bringing in, him, Jesus. If Arsenal really goes for Sane, then that would be like, I don't know, like, yeah, awesome. Because I don't think the players that Man City have sold are rejects. Anybody who is saying that is just, I don't know, they're just hating. No player that have left Man City right now are rejects. Those are players that are surplus to game time. Not because they're not good enough, but because they have a lot of quality right there that they can't fit in everybody. So to me, Zinchenko coming in, awesome signing. I think, or I believe that Arsenal is going to sign at least maybe 2 more after him. I'm not sure who that's going to be. But so far, I would say the signings this season has been good. Sorry, this summer. And I just want to see how it goes moving forward. Like, for me, I would say support the team, support the summer signings, support everything about the team right now. Like, let's see what happens. And another thing people need to understand is, despite the fact that other teams are signing, I don't know, Richarlison and the rest, and signing 7 players, 8 players, and all that crap, there is no guarantee that all those signings are going to pay off. For example, to go back to last season, Lukaku was a flop. Timo Werner, flop. Who else can I think of right now? Like, you can't really tell until the season starts, and then you see how players are going to bump in. And then some people fail to understand something as well. Zinchenko is not part of the players going on World Cup. He's going to still remain in the club. So that is a plus for us, because some other players that we have that are in the World Cup, we don't know what that World Cup is going to be like. Are they going to come back injured? Are they going to come back tired and all that? So that's a plus. We don't know what the other teams are going to look like. So at the end of the day, I would say this is a very good signing. We just have to be patient and let the manager, Edu, and the club do what they need to do. Bring in the players they feel that's going to help us, and we just support them and just keep going.
I like that. So I'm just going to ask everyone here right now. Game week 1, Kieran Tierney is just coming back from an injury. You start Zinchenko at left back. Am I wrong? This is why we're signing him, obviously.
Go on.
Yeah, I believe Zinchenko should start. Tierney should be eased in gradually, because right now his injury record is a bit worrisome. I believe someone was asking the other day, like, if we were offered, I believe 40 to 50 million, would we sell him? Honestly, at the time, I was like, nah, I'll keep it. But right now, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Sell him. Get somebody else. Because that injury situation it's too, like, you can't spend more than half of the season on a hospital table. That doesn't make any sense. So for me, Zinchenko starts, and then you ease Tierney in, and let's see if that helps his recovery. Because at the end of the day, it's one thing to heal from the injury, but another thing to gather what's the word I'll use now? Momentum, fitness to be stable. So I think the fact that we rushed him most of the time after his injury was what is causing more problems for him right now. So I think easing him into the games might help him recover quickly, hopefully. And then we can say, okay, you know what? You're fully fit now. Let's see how you do going through the season. And then if it comes out that it's not getting better, then we might be looking at next summer, hey, we got to let you go. Your injury it's not helping.
Okay, simple. Just before we move on, let me get through some of these comments. Big up to everybody in the comment section. If you guys are wondering what I'm doing, I'm just doing some stuff in the background. Big up Kaz, bro. I just seen you join the terrace group chat. Big up to you, bro. Very true. This guy speaks facts. My guy Sydney, bro, he speaks facts. M's in the house. Start Zinchenko. So is the question who starts or who's better? Is the question who starts or who's better? What do you guys think?
I
the
think
question-
based on stats, like as you post that graphic before,
Yeah,
you would obviously say Zinchenko is clear. So,
Okay.
I mean, I think the debate ends there, to be honest.
So you're
For
saying
me.
Zinchenko is clear of Tierney?
Yeah.
Wow. Is it just because we signed him we're saying this? You wouldn't have said this a year ago.
Nah, this is very reactionary.
I'm basing it on stats.
I think Zinchenko is better suited to Arsenal's style of play, but I think Tierney is still the better overall left back. I don't know. Maybe Tierney's injury issues has really like made us think think worse of him than we have in the past. But for me, Tierney's still the better player. Zinchenko is the better footballer. Like he has more ability, if you get what I mean. So he's more suited to the way we play. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Technically, Zinchenko is better based on availability. Okay, based on availability, Zinchenko should start in the place of Xhaka. Would you guys play Zinchenko in the midfield game week 1 if we don't sign him?
I would. If
So you
Kieran
play
Tierney's,
both.
if Kieran Tierney's fit, I'll start my left back and put Zinchenko next to Partey and Odegaard in midfield.
No, I hear that. That's definitely a good shout. Guys, there's a lot to talk about today. We should sell Tierney for 50 mil. No one's coming in for 50 mil for Tierney now. Nobody's coming in.
Even if that came in, I wouldn't sell him. This guy just needs to get fit. That's all. And then
No one's coming in for 50 million now, though. That's the reality. Nobody's coming in for 50 million now for my man. He is not coming to ours. Nobody's selling a player for that is injured on a consistent basis like he is for 50 million at this moment in time in his career. I just don't think that's possible.
Yeah.
So,
Igor, but I thought I don't know if it was it Newcastle that was offering about 40 million for him?
Who?
Tierney.
Newcastle did offer us money, but I don't know if it was 40. I think it was actually the 50 that we were talking about. But
and I think Real Madrid offered money as well.
Real Madrid didn't offer money. They were preparing a bid. So I think if we look at it now, maybe we should have considered it. But at this moment in time, if we would have sold Tierney, it would have been curtains. Like everyone would have been absolute meltdown. Everyone wanted to keep Tierney. Nobody wanted to sell him. So it's similar to the situation with Gabriel Magalhaes right now.
If he was an injury prone, I think he would have been club.
Think about the Gabriel Magalhaes situation right now. The club doesn't want to sell him. But if we get a ridiculous offer from Juventus, we need to consider it, especially with William Saliba and Ben White in the team, right?
But I don't think we're ever going to sell Gabriel. That's not going to happen. I think he came out, was it yesterday or today, and said he's not interested. So for me, I was never worried about that. But between Tierney and Zinchenko, I think some people are feeling like maybe we're kind of like downgrading Tierney, but that's not the case. For me, it's more about his injuries other than anything else. And I think every time he got injured, we kind of like, it's like you injure yourself and you're saying, oh yeah, it's going to take you 2 weeks. But Tierney does it under 1 week and then he's back. That is not helping him.
Let's just go on Zinchenko's wiki and find out a little bit more about Zinchenko, because Zinchenko is a player that we might not know enough about yet, right? So Zinchenko's career path so far, he came from this club in Russia, right, based in Russia, and he then went to Manchester City academy for around like 1 million or something like that. At the time, they bought him for 1 million, if I'm not mistaken, 1.7 million, as you can see there. In his time at Manchester City, they loaned him out to PSV. He played 12 games. Then they loaned him out to a second tier team. Is this PSV? What is this? Never heard of this team. Based in Eindhoven, the reserve team for PSV. Oh, okay, so he played for the reserve team for PSV also. He played in every level of the Ukrainian team, and including the Ukrainian national team. He's the captain of the Ukrainian national team. This is a guy who has, in his time at Manchester City, was part of the team that won 4 Premier Leagues. He's won 1 FA Cup. He's won 4 League Cups, if you can see there. Community Shields, of course. He was a runner-up in the Champions League, an individual award. In 2019, he won Ukrainian Football of the Year, right? This is a guy who can play a plethora of positions. He can play left back. He can play left midfield. And I've even seen DM. So he's going to be very much utilized. But that's enough on that situation right now. People are asking about thoughts on Maddison going to Spurs. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think this deal's going to happen. I really don't. I think it's just links at this moment in time. We see Spurs players, Spurs being linked to Maddison, and I just think to myself, I remind myself of last year and how difficult Leicester were to deal with, and I don't know if this deal would get done. I really don't.
He doesn't even suit their system.
I really don't see him. I really don't see him getting into that team at this moment in time. But hey, you never know. Spurs could surprise you and get a crazy deal done. But let's now talk about Gabriel Magalhaes. So when discussing Gabriel Magalhaes, there was a situation where I seen on the timeline and everyone talking about it over the last 48 hours, 24 hours, that Gabriel Magalhaes has said no to Juventus based on a tweet from DiMaggio. DiMaggio reporting that Fabrizio Romano has said no to Juventus. So he does not want to join Juventus, and he wants to stay at Arsenal. Reason being, Juventus have just sold De Ligt, and they're reportedly linked to Gabriel Magalhaes. So this is great news. Arsenal are not going to be selling one of their better center backs, and in my opinion, do you guys keep him if a reasonable 50+ million pound offer comes in for Gabriel Magalhaes? Do you guys sell? You guys sell if a good offer comes in for Gabriel Magalhaes?
I'd sell him for 80 million. That's what I'd sell him for.
Okay, how much is Gabriel Magalhaes worth to Arsenal today?
65.
65? What about you, Ozzy? Ozzy?
Yeah, I'd say about 60 million. You can go
60 million.
In the current market at the moment, you'll say 60, yes, but how much is it worth to Arsenal? You're looking at 100 million plus. I'll give you a reason why. This was one of the first signings Arteta signed, right? That is pretty much the back line for Arsenal. There's no way they will sell him for even 60, because one, even if you sell him for 60, who are you going to bring that's going to be like him or better than him? That's worth 60. It's not possible. You're looking at going as high as 80 to 100 million. So it makes no sense to sell him right now. And I don't think Arsenal's going to do that, because he's the backbone of the team right now. Like, if I'm not mistaken, he might be the potential captain at some point for the club. So he's worth, right now, in terms of Arsenal's term, that will make them sell, drop 100 million plus, and then they'll be like, okay, you know what? Yeah, good day. That is the only way I see them going. But 60 million, hells no, they're not going to sell.
Okay. My thing is, I don't rate Juventus as a club. I think I think they financially, they play around, they play all these games and stuff, and what they've been doing over the last couple of years is similar to Barcelona, where they're just trying to manipulate everybody in world football, and it's smart. Tell everyone you're broke, and then when it comes to transfers, everyone gives you a decent deal. How much would you sell Gabriel Magalhaes for if Juventus were serious? Some people said 100 million. Some people said 60 million. Some people say 75 million. Some people say 65, 60 million. Personally, I don't sell him because I feel like we need to hold on to our best players. Similar to everyone throughout our team that I feel like is a really good player, I want to hold on to. If the right offer came in, which would have to be around similar to what Harry Maguire went to Leicester for, then I would consider it. That's it. So it has to be around 75, 80 mil, and that's pounds.
Yeah, just to add something, I wouldn't even sell to Juve. I'll sell to any other person but Juve. Just to add that there.
Just to mess with them. Just to mess with them, you would sell to everyone else but Juve.
Exactly.
I love that, bro. I love that analogy right there. People in the chat, Gabriel Magalhaes is priceless. I like that. I like how you said it. I like
that's not true. Come on, how is he not priceless? Every player has a price.
I think Saka's priceless.
Yeah, Saka's priceless, but if 70 million dropped tomorrow by Juve, I'd sell him and get a better centre back. That's the whole point. If you're selling a player, you get a better player in. And I'm pretty sure we could find a better centre back than Gabriel for that much money.
Okay, so the question is not how much would you sell Gabriel Magalhaes for? How much do you think Gabriel Magalhaes is worth?
I'd say 65 billion. That's how much I think Arsenal see him. I think Arsenal would only sell if they meet 65 million to 70 million. I think they'd probably consider those figures, but anything less than that, they wouldn't even consider.
I think he's a top 10 center back in the league. So with that being said,
top 10.
I said top 10. Yeah, he's ahead of Varane and a bunch of guys for me. I think he's a top 10 center back. Last season he showed it, and I think if we were to sell him, we'd be losing one of the best center backs one of the better center backs in the league. I know we have Saliba coming up, but I want to see him and Saliba partnered up, or him and Ben White. I don't really care.
I'd sell Ben White personally.
Ben White's not going nowhere.
No, but I'd sell him to make money.
I don't think we would. I don't think we would sell Ben White right now. It's just a pride thing at this point, probably, just because we bought him last year. So that's the question, guys. How much do you think Gabriel Magalhaes is worth in today's market? I'm gonna move on from this topic. What we're gonna actually do today is we're gonna do a bunch of things with transfers and everything else. We're gonna get into our sell, keep, or loan. We're gonna get into a sell, keep, or loan because I did that earlier. And what else did we need to talk about? Marcelo Flores. I'm just going to touch on this quickly because we don't need to go into too much detail over an academy kid, but this was an interesting thing. The same person who broke the story that Omari Hutchinson was leaving has just reported that Marcelo Flores will also be leaving Arsenal. This is another young academy kid who will be leaving the club. Yo, what's good, Zaid?
Yeah, what are you saying, Gal? You okay?
I'm good, bro. You're an Arsenal fan.
No, man. Come on, man.
Who do you support?
Chelsea, bro.
What'd you come here to say, bro? As a Chelsea fan?
I just clicked on it. I clicked on the stream here because big up a gal and all the other things. And I saw 70 million for Gabriel. What?
Okay.
Madness. No, because top 10 in the league. I'm sorry, but that's not really that hard. If you're playing for Arsenal, you should be top 10 in the league.
Okay, so you're saying 70 million for Gabriel Magalhaes? That's ridiculous.
How old is Gabriel?
Gabriel is 24.
Still, I think 70 million is outrageous.
Don't lie. You thought he was older.
So I didn't. It's not. No, he looks young. I didn't really think he was older. It's just 75 million. Come on,
bro,
man.
Physically and pace-wise, he has all the perfect attributes for a player. Technically, he is not up to the level of a Saliba or Van Dijk or any of those guys on the ball, but he's a lot better than most people think. And when it comes to physicality and everything else, he's up there with the top center backs in the league. I personally think he has what it takes to be a top center back in any league. Where at Arsenal, he's already shown that. If Juventus are serious, they need to put up 80 million to even try to get pounds. They just sold the lit. If they think Gabriel.
So you think De Ligt and Gabriel on the same level?
No, it's not about the level. It's the price. At this moment in time,
they're going for the same price.
No, when you're selling a player to the Premier League, as we've seen Lisandro Martinez being sold for 55 million, he's worth way more than Lisandro Martinez. Way more than Lisandro Martinez. Lisandro Martinez, my little cousin's bigger than him. Lisandro Martinez is like 5'7". There's no way Gabriel Magalhaes in this market is not worth more than 65 mil plus. Easy.
I don't know. You come on, I'll pick a number, man. 65 million or 80 million. Pick a number.
Listen, I personally want as close as possible to what they bought Harry Maguire for. So 75.
Harry Maguire, one, is English. That's extra 20-30 million in itself. And there was a battle.
Listen, if you are an English club, you don't need to sell, especially with years left remaining on the club. This player is not saying he wants to move. He's happy to stay at Arsenal. If Juve want him, they have to put the money.
Don't forget, Man City also did want Harry Maguire.
They don't have that money.
Man City wanted Harry Maguire. Man City wanted Harry Maguire, which
I think that was
his price.
I think Man City did a bump. Is Gabriel better than Romero? It's debatable. I would say he is. Some people say he isn't.
No, he's not. He's not.
It's based on who you rate. Honestly,
I think if Gabriel was more composed at times, he would be better than Romero. But no, he's not.
Okay. Anyways, big up Zaid, bro. Really do appreciate it. You came on
big up.
to point. No rudeness. I appreciate it, bro.
Big up, bro. Big up. Take care.
No worries. Peace out, man. Let's go on to the Flores news. Marcelo Flores is leaving the club, guys. This is another academy player leaving the club. Do you care, or are you upset as much as you were with the situation earlier? Because some of these clubs are chasing him on loan. It looks like he's not going to be sticking around with the first team at all this season. He's going to most likely try to go on loan. So, and he could potentially even leave on a permanent. So, what do you guys think about another academy youngster leaving?
So, from my understanding with Flores, I believe I read something where he was supposed to join Arsenal on this US tour, and that was why he chose not to go for his the country internationals. So he chose to stay for that, and then short notice he was dropped. Like pretty much most of the youngsters were dropped. So I think he got pissed about that, and that kind of like weighs on him. Now the thing is, for me, when I look at certain young players like Hutchinson, for example, he left because of money, nothing else. Like he can't tell me he left because he didn't feel like there was a pathway for him to get to the first. That's bullshit.
There, bro. I just want to make it clear. The question I'm asking is, do you care if the young players leave the club?
It depends. It depends on the player, because you look at Flores, you look at Hutchinson, you look at who else is the youngsters we have there? Coffee. I think even the new guy right now with us in the US tour, that's actually a very good talent. So I think it depends on the players in question, because you look at what you have currently in the first team right now and what we're bringing in, and then you look at the youngsters kind of fill in the gaps a little bit and groom them through. So if you say, for example, you have Saka on the right, and then for example you have Vieira potentially on the right as well, and you bring in somebody else, is Hutchinson really needed in the long run? The answer is no, because he wouldn't get that opportunity, right? So in a sense, you'd be like, yeah, I'm good with him going, that's fine. But if you're looking at, say, for example, striker, now you have Eddie and what's his name, Gabriel, and you're saying, oh, you're gonna lose Balogun. I'll be like, yeah, don't lose him, because you don't have, like, you do see a pathway for him to come in at some point. So that's where I see it. So for me, Hutchinson leaving, I'm not bothered. Flores, on the other hand, I'll be like, yeah, I would really be worried, but I don't think he will leave. He will probably calm down and still stay.
I hear that. All right, let's get this show moving on to another topic. We're gonna do a sell, keeper, loan part of the show later on, but let's just talk about the midfield. What the hell is going on with the Arsenal midfield, boys? What is Oh, forget about the midfield for a second. Did you guys see the new beautiful kits? Oh,
Yeah, I did.
those kits, bro. Those kits had me like I was in awe. Let me just show you some of these tweets with the kits. Let me just show you some of these tweets with the kits. Like, look at these kits, people. Look at that kit. Look at that kit. It's amazing. You got Ben White and Ramsdale. You have Saka in this photo. You have a photo with Gabriel. And then it's like just looking at all how it looks. Like, I love it. It's absolutely amazing. I was doing a lot of tweets on the kids today, and I just want to ask you guys a simple question. Where is it? 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 I tweet a lot. Holy shit. By the way, this is the guy who was in the advert. American guy who was at the protest wearing his yellow Arsenal kit was the one who did the announcement video today with Arsenal. By the way, my new logo, guys. I'm going to be doing it for next year. I think I'm trying to decide which one is better, right or left. What do you guys think?
The one on the right matches the kit, innit? So.
Yeah, the right is better.
The right is better?
Right,
Yeah.
all day long, man. Come on.
Okay. All right. No worries. Then if you guys could just go back to muting yourself, not an issue. Then you got Pate here wearing the beautiful kit. You got another one. Oh, this is the cell keeper loan portion. We're going to talk about that in a second. This is the mafia right here. The mafia boys. The gap. You know what I mean? These guys looking nice in the new kits. Then you got another one here. Gabriel Jesus looks so cool in this kit, man.
Sorry, Gal. Do you know the coolest thing about this jersey is that it's not really like a jersey. It's more of like you can chill with it. You can go clubbing. You can just flex with it. That's just the beauty about it. It's just, I don't know.
I'm not going clubbing in an Arsenal kit, but I hear you, bro. It's definitely stylish, if that's what you're saying. It's definitely like more of a t-shirt and less of a like a jersey. I like the neck, especially. The neck is like, it's not so, you know how sometimes some of the kit necks they have the collar. I hate the collar. I like it when it's like the round neck. Anyways, the new Arsenal kit, boys, is amazing. The new Arsenal kit is simply amazing. I love the kit. If you could describe the kit in one word, for me, I would say amazing. What would you describe it as?
Awesome.
What about yourself, Ozzy?
I don't know. It's a hard one, man. You could use a lot of words, man.
Pause. Anyways, M, what are you saying?
I can't lie, it's one of the best away kits I've seen in the last few years. It's Flames, I can't lie. I might have to
I'm gonna say saucy, innit? It's saucy.
I think this is the best kit Arsenal have ever
So
made.
far, I reckon.
Yeah, it is.
It's
really good.
This is the best kit I've seen Arsenal make.
I don't even buy Arsenal gear. I might have to buy this one.
Wallahi, yeah. Like,
Yeah, definitely getting that one for sure.
Yo, this kit is so fire. I'm going to buy it just so I can make a picture of myself with it. So I can literally, because I just want to picture myself in this kit and put it as my banner, because I think this is like I love the third kits usually, but this is the first time where I'm using the second kit theme for the channel, because as you can see right now, my theme for the channel is the third kit. It's not the away kit. So
if we're wearing that against Crystal Palace on Friday night, that's gonna look very good.
As long as we don't lose because you guys remember that blue kit? Oh, that was terrible.
Yeah.
That blue kit where we kept losing in it, I hated that kit with a friggin' passion. Wallahi, I've never hated a kit more than that stupid light navy blue shit. I remember Hector Bellerin and Alex Iwobi losing in Bournemouth in that kit when I was in the airport coming back to the UK for the first time. It's for the second time. It was absolutely horrific. But yo, guys, now let's talk about the midfield. People in the comment section, what name are you getting on the back? I don't get a name. I never get the name on the back. Never. I never put the name on the back of the shirt. The last time I put a player's name on the back of the shirt was Alexis Sanchez. I do not put a player's name on the
Same
back.
here.
The player could
I
leave tomorrow.
regretted that.
The player could leave tomorrow. That kit is useless. I could have an agenda against that player in a couple years' time, and I'll never wear that kit again.
For me to get a player's name at the back, they have to do something incredible. Like
100%.
Yeah.
100%. And also, I don't want people getting Eddie Nketiah number 14 and then
Oh, hell no.
Imagine that. Oh man, that would be tizic. My ass. I got Shaka in 2016. Not taking a chance like that again, bro. My wife got Alexis Sanchez kit the same year he left to United. It was tizic. I told her give that to like Goodwill or something. She said okay. Anyways, moving on, guys. Midfield. Who will be our next midfield signing? We have plenty of choices, so let me go through them, right? As we do here on EGTV. We got to talk about Tielemans. What's going on with Tielemans? What's the latest news on Yuri Tielemans? I will tell you guys that right now. But before we do that, hit that like button. How on earth do we have less likes than people that we have here? Because there's people who've liked the stream that have left. So clearly some of you guys are freeloaders. So hit that like button right now. It's absolutely free, right? We got Tyreek in the building. Woo! What you saying, bro? You got me.
I'm all good, man. I'm all good, bro. Can you hear my fan?
Yeah, no. It's good. It's good. Yo, listen, we've been talking about a lot of stuff with Zinchenko, everything else. You've just joined just before we started talking about the midfield. Okay? So we're going to be talking about the midfield. People are saying Lucas Paqueta. What's going on with Lucas Paqueta? Have you guys heard any news on Lucas Paqueta? Because in my opinion, the Lucas Paqueta stuff has gone super, super quiet. Anybody heard anything? Because in my opinion, I haven't seen anything, and I was looking for Tielemans news more than stuff on. I seen stuff on Arthur. We're gonna talk about all the players. So first, let's go to Lucas Paqueta. The Lucas Paqueta stuff has gone cold. It has gone absolutely cold. There is zero news on Lucas Paqueta in the last 48 hours. The last article that I read on Lucas Paqueta is Leon is ready to slash Lucas Paqueta's asking price to 40 million. That is the last article I read. There is nothing about Lucas Paqueta out there at this moment in time stating that he will be joining Arsenal. It looks like Leon are just desperate to sell him. Right? That is the first one. The second one, Tielemans. What's going on with Tielemans? You know what? I'm just gonna get more of your comments, guys. Let me know what you guys are saying in the comment section just before I go to the panel, as we always do. Tyreek, big up Tyreek, bro. You got fans, bro.
Nah, big up Keenan, man.
Hopefully Tielemans, somebody says. So let's talk about Tielemans. What's going on with Tielemans? If you know, the friend of the show, Eduardo Hagen, who's going to be starting TikTok very soon, has tweeted out an article from Football Insider. Yuri Tielemans has told his close circle of friends. I love these kind of tweets where they say close circle of friends tweets. It's always cap sometimes. But yeah, Yuri Tielemans has told his close circle of friends that he wants to move to Arsenal and wants a deal to be agreed soon between the two clubs. Yuri Tielemans wants this move, ladies and gentlemen. Personal terms is no issue. It has been said that if it was between Manchester United and Arsenal, he's telling Manchester United to fly kick a monkey. And you know what? We are in a good seat right now. Ozzy, Tyreek, Sydney, talk to me.
That's the one that I want. That's the midfielder that I feel that we need to get. The deal makes sense. The price makes sense. The player, in terms of what he'll provide for us. The questions that people have for Yuri Tielemans is defensively and go tracking back and those things. And thinking about that, I hear it. He's not the most agile. He's not the most mobile of central midfielders. But with what Yuri Tielemans and his task would be required to do is to progress the ball, is to score goals as well, is to add more goals into that midfield. And it's, I was saying this in my stream, this team and what Arteta wants in that 8 position, in that left 8, is crying out for like someone like an Aaron Ramsey type player who can have that ball progression, you can carry it, you can play the ball forward. I think Tielemans is an excellent passer of both feet, and he can definitely provide that for us. So it just makes sense. He wants to come. We know that. That's the player that I feel that we can get. And then if we do want to make room, or if there's an opportunity that arises for a right winger, I know who you've been thinking of, EG, then it leaves us some wiggle room in the bank for that.
Okay. We're going to talk about Leroy in a bit. Maybe in the future, not right now. Ozzy, Sydney, how you guys doing? Tielemans, a little bit of Lucas Paqueta. You guys got anything in there? Because we got to move on to Ruben Neves.
For me personally, I saw this morning that, like you said, Leon are willing to slash the price 40 million. I even saw a tweet for like 34 million. Whew. So for me personally, at that price, I'd rather go for Lucas Paqueta than Tielemans.
Okay.
That's for me personally.
Okay.
If I know we spoke about it before and we was hearing 50, 60 million, and you raised the question whether obviously is Lucas Paqueta twice the player Tielemans is, because Tielemans we're talking about 30 million. Obviously that's not the case. But for 34 million, 40 million, I'd personally go for Lucas Paqueta.
Okay. I am going to show you guys something that is horrific. It is going to scare you. You're going to look at this and you're going to say, what the hell is going on? I slapped the table in the office when I was working the other day when I seen this again. And I keep laughing every single time. And I'm going to have to end the poll that I'm actually currently running because Zinchenko has beaten Kieran Tierney by a landslide. 61% have voted for Kieran Tierney. So the next question I'm going to ask you guys is, we are linked to, I am just going to show it to you guys because this makes me mad. It makes me sad. It makes me sad that we constantly link to this guy. And of course, it's Italian journalists writing it and telling us who it is. I've teased it enough. It is Arthur Melo. Why are we constantly linked to Arthur Melo? Juventus are smoking crack, in my opinion. I really do believe it, because how on earth do they constantly link us to this player when we have no desire to sign him? Surely there is just tabloids at this point. It makes no sense. Guys, surely Arthur Melo, would you take Arthur Melo, even if it meant like less than 20 mil? Would you touch it? Would you touch this signing?
Not at all. Not at all for me. When you're looking at players from Juventus, you have to be looking at their top players, and let's be realistic, we're not going to be getting them right now in the position that we're in. And taking someone from Serie A who hasn't even lighted up that league, we've already seen plenty of players come and struggle from successful sides. So absolutely no chance. I think probably what's happened here, EG, is Juventus have come into this negotiations with Arsenal, trying to get Gabriel and saying, "Oh, we're willing to offer you Arthur Melo," and that's probably been, "Oh yes, they've offered Arthur Melo. We said no." And Arsenal are interested just because the name has been bandied about. It's no chance. This was a January opportunity, and even the club said, "When we don't want him, the only reason we take him is on loan. We wouldn't want to pay no money." That's what Juventus wanted. So we didn't even look elsewhere. We saw no one because of this guy. The club seriously aren't going to be willing to pay 20 million for him.
Yeah, I'm going to do a short segment. It's going to be Arthur Melo to Arsenal. Yes or hell no? If it's not 100% hell no, I'm going to know there's rivals in the chat. We have a good friend of the show. Big up to my guy, Real Dylan. It's been an absolute long time. Hopefully we can get you on a morning stream soon. These are late night streams. I know you're just waking up probably in Australia. Shout out to you. Is Arthur Melo worse than Arteta? Arteta is better than Arthur Melo.
Based on what, Igal?
Arteta was actually a decent footballer, bro.
Oh my days. Allow it, bro. Just allow it now. Just no.
Arteta was a Premier League footballer.
Arteta was the Arsenal captain, bro.
Yeah,
that means
Van
nothing. That
Gavrich.
means nothing because Odegaard's about to be Arsenal captain.
Listen, don't get me started on the Arsenal PR. It's gonna make me go mad. Listen, I'm gonna tell you guys right now. I genuinely think, as a fan base, we are so stuck in our own world. Where today, I asked an Arsenal fan, "Would you rather have Curtis Jones or ESR?" The man told me straight to my face he'd rather have Curtis Jones. And then I went to a Liverpool fan and I said, "Would you rather have ESR or Curtis Jones?" They said, "I'd rather have you in my midfield than Curtis Jones." So it just goes to show you how being a fan of a team can make you sway your opinion so dramatically in one way or another. And you have certain people who are so negative where they will be incoherent with their points. And I think Arteta was serviceable, and where Arthur Melo has never been serviceable at any club that he was at.
He was alright at what
Was a
club?
guy who was starting at Arsenal Football Club when we were still in the Champions League and continuously.
Hey, guy, was it Hussam?
What? Hussam told me that he doesn't rate Curtis Jones. It was somebody else, an Arsenal fan, who told me they rate Curtis Jones higher than ESR.
I don't. Yeah, for me, like, I don't think there's a Liverpool fan that actually rates Curtis Jones. To be honest,
Facts.
He's living off that one goal that he scored.
My point is, there's Arsenal fans out there who don't rate ESR and Martinelli to the point where they would sell them today for 30 million.
I'd definitely upgrade on them, but I wouldn't sell them.
That's crazy, in my opinion. That's crazy. But yo, enough about Arthur Melo because he's useless. Ruben Neves.
He's better than Arteta, by the way. Let me get that in. He's better than
Based
Arteta.
on what? Based on what? I just gave you numerous. I gave you numerous reasons why.
He's got more pace than him, innit?
No, he doesn't. Have you watched Arthur Melo? Man has a bigger body than fucking Megan Thee Stallion, bro.
Oh man.
What are you trying? Anyways, today's show's after dark. It's
for real, bro.
Anyways, let's get back to normal. People are gonna start laughing in the emojis in the chat. Allow me, guys. Allow me. It's late, and my wife's not home, so I can say whatever the hell I want. Moving on. Maybe she's watching actually. Hi. But let's get on to the next thing. Is there even a point? I'm just gonna ask you guys questions. You tell me fake news or real news. Let's do fake news, real news. It's been a while. Fake news, real news. Okay, this is gonna be a fun one. Fake news, real news. Milinkovic Savic. Everyone in the chat, get involved. Fake news, real news. Milinkovic Savic. What do you think it was ever real? Milinkovic Savic to Arsenal. Fake news, real news.
I don't know. Fake. I'm gonna say fake.
Fake.
Yeah.
I'll say real.
Real?
Why is that?
Look at it this way, right? When we're talking about links to certain players, are we saying, the link is we are about to bid, or are we saying Arsenal is interested or they're looking at this person? Those are two different things.
Mm.
So if you're asking, is it possible that Arsenal was looking at Savage? I would say yes. They might have been thinking, hey, can we or can we not? But have they made any bid? I'll say no.
We'll say bid because that's what the outlets were saying. The outlets were saying that we
okay,
bid.
fine. So if it's bid, I'll say fake.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone's done, or you guys don't want to answer? Like, why do I have to keep pointing out? Ozzy.
Yeah, it was never gonna happen, innit? So I'll leave it as that.
Okay. The next one is gonna be a weird one. Danjuma.
Sorry, who is that?
Danjuma. Sevilla.
Okay, that name sounds weird. So
Who?
Is that
Danjuma, the Sevilla left winger who absolutely destroyed Bayern Munich.
Yeah, Villarreal, yeah.
Is that a bid or an interest?
Danjuma, Arsenal are interested in Danjuma. This came out on the 8th of June.
All right. Interested, I'll say yes. Bid, I'll say no.
So you say it's real news?
Yeah. If it's an interest, yeah.
I haven't even covered it on the channel. I just seen people talking about it. I think it's fan speculation, and the interest came from Football London. So we know Football London, what they do and how they write their articles. It's very deceiving. I think it's fake news. Yeah. So let's move on to the next person. Ruben Neves. Do you think we could actually sign him? Real news or fake news?
Fake that will sign him, but interest, I think that's definitely real. Interest.
Yeah, I agree.
Ozzy, Leroy Sane, guys, everybody here. Leroy Sane. Fake news or real news? Leroy Sane to Arsenal. Do you think potentially this could be real news? Let me know.
I don't see it happening.
I would say is real news for so many reasons. One, this is from an he has worked with Ateta, so that's one. Two, look at Bayern Munich right now. Leroy plays on the right. You have Mane in there right now. You have Coman. So those are the two players that starts ahead of Sané right now, pretty much. So at the end of the day, why would you want a third winger that is likely not to get enough playtime? So there is a possibility that, you know what? Yeah, hey, Bayern, you want to sell him? And he might say, yeah, I want to leave too. So I don't think it's gonna be hard to get him. I don't think so. The question is the money involved. So there is a possibility there, 100%.
Nah, fake news for me. It's got to be. It has to be, because thinking about it, with Leroy Sane, he's not a guaranteed starter like Sydney's saying, but he's certainly going to get minutes. And this is a player that Bayern Munich were looking for a long time. And they were chasing him whilst he was injured at Manchester City. That's where this news came from. So trust, in terms of the future of Germany, that's what they see with Leroy Sane. And German players don't tend to leave Bayern Munich. When was the last time that's happened, actually? Bastian Schweinsteiger, when he left to Man United? Nah, fake news for me.
Yeah, but what you're saying is based on the fact that they did not sign Mane. Mane is in there now. Mane is definitely going to start ahead of Coman.
But Sydney, they don't have a striker. So I'm thinking maybe Sadio Mane is a false nine.
Do you feel like they would not get a striker?
We'll have to wait and see. If they do get a striker, then it makes it interesting because you've got Coleman, Gnabry, Mane.
Can I tell you guys something? The same source that's saying Arthur Melo is the same source that's saying Leroy Sane.
Yeah. Yeah, stop the cap.
Okay, enough said about that. Now we are going to get into the fun part of the show. We have a lot of players that we need to sell, keep, or loan. But I'm going to show you a picture of a bunch of players that I would sell. I just hope that everyone here agrees with me. These are a bunch of players that Arsenal could sell, keep, or loan this upcoming window. Right?
Where's Holding and where's Xhaka?
This is not a picture. It's not a picture of Xhaka.
And where's the Conga?
I don't know. Where's
Tavares as well?
Well, 1 second. M, is that all you? The noise in the background? I think it is. No, Ozzy and Sydney, unmute, please. No, it's Ozzy.
He's got a fan on. He's probably hot, man.
Ozzy,
It's hot.
Gotta turn that shit off, bro, if you can. But yeah, we got a bunch of players we need to sell, keep, or loan. All these players on the list. Do we sell all of them, guys? Who do you keep?
100% everybody there sells, for sure.
The only one I'd possibly keep is Pepe.
Nah, sell.
You sell everyone on this sheet right here.
100%.
I would only keep Leno because he's our best second keeper. All the rest are shit.
Think about this though, guys. With Pepe, what competition are we playing in? Europa League. That's Pepe's bag. That's Pepe's bag, and that's where he can thrive. For me, in the Premier League, I don't think that's suited for him. But in the level of competition in Europa League, if we can't get an outright replacement for him, I don't see the point in selling him. Why would we?
1 second. Someone's calling me out in my chat, and I love when these do this. Michael, first of all, Jamaican patois has become part of the culture in many different parts of the world. In Toronto and in the UK specifically, patois and other people's languages and cultures have gone into mainstream conversations. So you'll find people saying Somali words in Toronto, like Kawal or something else like that, right? Or people saying Wallahi when they're not even Muslim. Do you get what I'm saying? So if I'm joking around and I'm using a word or a phrase, there's nothing wrong with that. It just goes to show the reach of your culture and how far the country's reaches and how much everyone else interacts with that and respects that language or culture or whatever you want to call it. So this whole thing where you're trying to call me on and make it into something deep, it's not that deep, bro. It's not that deep. Not that deep. Look at this. In football, we say cross and inshallah. You think Muslim people get offended when people start using inshallah in a banterous way? It's just how people are, man. You need to relax, bro. Anyways, let's get back to this talk. I don't think there's anything here that is not going to be any player here that's not going to be sold. But big up Jonathan. Jonathan, what do you say, man?
Hey, what's up? Sorry, guys, I'm kind of late. What's the topic?
Bro, Jonathan, what's your background? You Jamaican?
Nah, I'm a Ninja boy.
Oh,
Jersey.
Proper Ninja.
Yes,
my
sir.
bad. I was gonna get on to this last comment and see what you thought. But talk to me, man. We're gonna do sell, keep, or loan, okay?
You go.
Okay.
My family's Jamaican, man.
Oh, you're Jamaican. I didn't know that.
Yeah, man.
Bro. What shit? Talk to me. What do you think? Do you disagree with what I said?
Yeah, nah, you're right, man. Jamaican culture. You're from Toronto, right? And then you're living in the UK. That's probably the most Jamaican influence in those parts of the world. So you're gonna know everything about Jamaica, bro. You're probably gonna know more about Jamaica than certain Jamaicans. You know what I mean,
I like the oxtails. You know.
Oxtail, beautiful.
Yeah, that's delicious, bro.
There you go. Okay, so what I'm gonna do today is instead of doing a tier list. Do you guys want to do a tier list? Because I think tier lists are tacky. We can just go on the Arsenal website.
Yeah, let's just go on the Arsenal website.
Okay, so let's go on the Arsenal website and we put up the team like this. So you have first the goalkeepers. We're gonna go each goalkeeper. I'm gonna go keep Leno, sell Leno, sell Renderson, keep Matt Turner, keep Ramsdale, keep Arthur Okonkwo. Well, and obviously keep Hein, but possibly loan him out. What do you guys saying?
So for me, from the list you have there, the very first two, Leno and Ronaldo, I don't know why Ronaldo is still there. He should have gone like, I don't know. I'm surprised he's still here.
Please don't go into full detail. Just tell me keep, sell, or loan.
Leno, Ronaldo, sell, Okonkwo, loan, and I think there should be another goalkeeper there. So that would be the one I would keep as a third choice.
I agree with Sydney. Sell Leno, sell Runnison, loan Okonkwo because he wasn't playing. He hadn't played last season.
There is one issue we need to discuss. Matt Turner has looked shaky to the point where people are now considering not having him as the number 2. Is that reactionary?
Yeah, that's reactionary for me. First of all, look at when we signed Ramsdale. Everybody was like, yeah, who the hell is Ramsdale? He was part of the... He relegated 2 teams in a row, blah, blah, blah. So for me, I would say give him a moment to breathe. He hasn't done that yet. Because this is the thing. With all the signings we've made, I don't think we've made any bad signings in a long while right now. And from everything I've heard about him in US, he's a very good goalkeeper. Very good goalkeeper. So I would say give him a moment to breathe. And then we see what he can... Like, let's say middle of the season, we can say, oh, bad signing or it's a flop. Or, you know what? He's good.
Can I object?
One second. Just before you object. People in the comment section, how many of you guys actually want to keep Leno? I am so shocked.
Yeah, we should keep Leno.
I'm going to do a poll in the comment section.
Nah, but you got
70% said they're... Oh, wait. 30% said they want to... 28% said they want to have... 26% said they want Arthur Melo. What the hell's wrong with you? 26%.
I think they said that because you told them they're trolling. We got Spurs fans in here, man.
Definitely have Spurs fans. But you know what? You guys are welcome to watch because there's no Spurs channel on at this moment in time. Anyways, continue.
Yeah, so I would keep Ramsdale and Leno, sell Runnison, Matt Turner.
What? Matt Turner?
Yeah, but honestly, he hasn't even looked championship caliber. I'm sorry. I'm just being honest. This is not hate or being disrespectful or not trying to give somebody a chance or, this is none of that.
Can I?
You know,
Can I?
he's done great. He's been able to come to Arsenal. You got good agent links and all that. You must be a really lucky man. But there
Okay,
are better second backup goalkeepers in the Premier League than this. Look, eye test doesn't lie. That's just the truth. It's just facts, bro. Like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful or trying to be hateful. He's definitely not good enough. He could improve. I might be wrong at this point, but from what I've seen,
All right, let me ask you this. You've seen him play twice, right?
yes, sir.
Now, the first game and the second game, which one did he do better?
He definitely did better in the second game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's my point. So he got better. So he didn't get worse. So that tells you he's going forward. So he's
But
getting
he
used to
played against the okay. I see your point.
Guys, let's just do this quickly. Everybody here, if you think Ramsdale, forget about Ramsdale actually. If you think Matt Turner should be sold, speak now.
Sold.
No.
I'd sell him as well.
Okay, so 2 people want to sell him.
So now.
2 people want to sell him. Now,
I'd sell Ronison and Matt Turner and Okonkwo as well.
Okay, so let's stop. This is clearly not going to work because I thought we could do this without a tier system, but guys aren't speaking. I need you guys to stop. Get out of this mood where Ozzy, you keep muting yourself. Speak. Well, everyone speak. We're having an open floor. Like this is not a Twitter space where you have to put your hands up. Now, moving on. We have sold Matt Turner.
No.
We've kept Matt Turner.
Yes.
Most people said sold.
No. Two people said sold.
I thought it was 3.
Keep Matt Turner. Me and Sydney are saying keep.
I'm saying keep. So it's 3-3.
Yeah.
I'm saying so.
I'll leave it for the chat.
Okay, now Leno, keep or sell Leno since you're selling Matt?
Keep.
I'm selling.
Sell Leno.
But Igal, if he wanted to stay, I'd keep him. But he don't want to. So
guys, clearly we can't do it the way we want to do it, so we have to do a tier because it's not going to work. Tier list Arsenal. Let's see how this works because this whole thing.
It's kind of straightforward. Keep Leno and Ramsdale and sell the rest.
Yeah, exactly. You can beam the rest. It doesn't really matter. Keep.
You know what we're gonna do?
And Ramsdale.
What's the noise? Damn, what happened? You know what? YouTube plays around at nighttime. Too much games. Games. You know what? This guy's gonna get mad at me again. He's gonna say, "Why are you singing reggae tunes?"
No games. Oh man, no, but seriously, like Sydney's right. We've seen 2 games of Matt Turner, so how can we judge someone so quickly? Because if we were to judge like players as quickly as we do with Matt Turner, let her know.
No, I saw him playing the MLS as well.
We done the same with Ronison, so I'm giving Matt Turner the same energy we gave Ronison.
But Ronison was legit awful. Like
he never got better.
I didn't see Matt Turner catch a ball.
Okay, guys. I got a perfect tier list. Guess what? I got a tier list for this season. Already. Amazing. I love it. I love these tier lists. Let's get it going, people. Let's get it going. Big up the tier list, gang. Okay. So this is where the actual buy.
Can I
this is where one second.
Are we gonna talk about did you guys talk about Zinchenko already?
Yes, we already did that, bro.
Okay. Can I ask one question real quick before we start, if you guys don't mind?
One second. I promise I'm gonna let you do that. Just 1 second, okay? So you know what? Talk about it now while I'm doing this. Go ahead.
Can you guys hear me? So I know we just got Zinchenko. I'm very, very happy about us signing Zinchenko. But 2 questions. The first one, who thinks Cucurella is a better player than Zinchenko? And my second question is, why didn't we go for Cucurella over Zinchenko if he's playing left back?
Basically, bro, because Cucurella is a better player than Zinchenko, but Man City are after him. We can't compete with Man City, fam. We can't.
Why can't we compete with Man City?
Let's be real. Manchester City are title winners, title challengers, Champions League challengers, and the fact that they're in the Champions League gives them an edge over us. They can offer mad wages that we can't. They've got more money.
I think we can offer the same wages.
Yeah.
So
let me
Tariq,
just
I
let me
think-
just do this.
sorry.
Jonathan, there's some mad feedback on your thing. I'm just gonna make it nice and simple for you. This is why we got Zinchenko. Arteta has a relationship with Zinchenko. Arteta already knows how Zinchenko is going to play in that system. He already is playing in the system that we'd want him to play at Arsenal, at Manchester City. There is an opportunity that has arisen where we can get Zinchenko in for £30 million. Where Manchester City, how much are they paying for Cucurella? Are you aware of that?
No, I'm not. I don't know how much it costs, if I'm being honest. I'm
Okay.
just trying to figure out why we're not trying to sign a player like that who is clearly an extremely good player. He's not like people would know next season when he starts playing for Man City how much better he has even looked at Brighton.
They value him, bro. They value him at 50. They value him at 50 million. Man City might have to pay around 40 plus add-ons. But at this moment in time, Arsenal cannot go into a bidding war against Manchester City. That is just
but I think you guys are forgetting something. You're comparing Zinchenko to.
Wait. 1 second. Do you have an issue with Zinchenko?
No, I don't. I think.
So why are you arguing at the sake of arguing?
No, I'm not arguing for the sake of argument. I'm saying if we can get a better player, I think Cucurella is a better for that position. Who here is going to say that Cucurella isn't a better player than Zinchenko?
Now, let me ask you this. 1 second. Do you want a player who doesn't want to play for you?
No, obviously not. But I haven't really heard anything that says that he wants to play for Man City.
If a player has a choice between Manchester City and Arsenal right now, where is he going?
Oh, yeah.
How do you know he's not going to consider Arsenal?
Bro, Jonathan,
I'm asking you a straightforward question. If you have a choice to go to the four-time Premier League winners in the last 6 years, or you have a choice to come to Arsenal, who have been in the Europa League for the last 5 years, who are you picking?
If we show enough ambition, we should be able to convince the players to come to us.
But John, this is
Forget
another
about
thing.
Arsenal.
This is another thing.
Second, Tariq, I want to make it very clear what I'm saying because I think he's misunderstanding me before you jump in. Bro, Zinchenko is leaving Man City to come to Arsenal because he's had enough and he wants more game time. This guy here is making a step up in his career to getting into the top of the game. He used to be from the Barcelona academy. He wants to play at the top level. Also, Pep knows him from his time at Barcelona.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Now, with all that being said, if you are a player and you have no affinity to Arsenal, take your Arsenal hat off for a second, put it down, and look at it from the player's perspective.
I totally understand. I get it. I do get that. I get everything you're saying.
Why aren't you saying why didn't we go for Haaland instead of Jesus?
No.
It's the same thing.
It's true. It's the same thing, though.
Go. Okay.
I just want to say something because I think you guys are pretty much going too deep into the whole thing. Cucurella and Zinchenko are two different players. Cucurella is a pure left back. Zinchenko is not a pure left back. He's a left back, midfielder, DM as well, altogether. So that's three players in one. So
I wouldn't say that because under Pep's system, Mikel Arteta is probably trying to play the same system that Man City has. So, Zinchenko and Cucurella are probably going to be. You would imagine that they're probably going to be doing similar things.
I'm gonna have to go to sleep soon. So let me do this. This rating thing, right? So I'm gonna just note this down that we had a little argument over this. Zinchenko and Cucurella. Who are you saying we should go for? You're saying forget Zinchenko. Go for.
No, I'm not saying. I'm happy with the signing. I just want the best players to be at Arsenal possible that are available. If Man City are like, oh, we're gonna pay 50 million for Zinchenko or for Cucurella, and if Arsenal are like, oh, we're gonna pay no, we're going to pay 60 million or whatnot. And he's actually also willing to come to Arsenal because we don't know. I would say we should go drop the money. We overpaid for Ben White already. So why can't we do that for other players that are coming to the squad? That's all I'm saying.
Jonathan, I am not kicking you off the stream, but your audio is terrible, bro. Is there any way you can fix it for me, please?
Okay, yeah. Let me try and fix that real quick.
Something's going on. I don't know what's going on. It's been going on for a little bit.
I think there's something that we fans need to fix.
Sydney, I want to move on from the conversation because we're going to be here all night if we don't. So let's try to move on from the conversation, my friend. Respectfully, no, I just don't want to spend too much time on the cucurella thing. So I've done it very straightforward. You have sell, keep, or loan. I just want to go through the keeps, okay? So Gabriel Jesus not going nowhere. We just brought him in, right? We know Fabio Vieira was just signed, so he's not going nowhere. We know that Marquinhos was just brought in, so he's not going nowhere. Guys want to sell Matt Turner already, but wallahi, guys, let's just put our smart hats on and let's not be emotional. He's not going nowhere. He just got into the club, right? Next, some of you guys, I'm not going to do the controversial ones, but Partey is not going nowhere. He's one of our best players, right? Saka is not going nowhere. He's one of our best players. Ramsdale is not going nowhere. He's one of our best players. Am I wrong? Or am I capping here, guys?
Yeah, keep going.
Okay. So next we're gonna
Marquinhos should go out alone.
You haven't seen him play though, man.
You haven't seen him.
How old is he?
18.
He's 19, 18. Whatever.
Okay, he needs a loan.
Okay.
Martin came in at the same time. Did he?
Not yet. I'll say keep him there for now. Just keep him there for now.
What I'm doing is I'm putting all the new signings there because you don't sign a player and then just immediately get rid of them at this moment in time. Next, a lot of these guys that are controversial, I'm gonna you know what? He's even controversial at this moment in time. Martinelli, no controversy, keep. Eddie Nketiah just signed a new contract, so just keep. Odegaard is he's not going nowhere. William Saliba is one of the best players, defenders at the club, coming back from a loan. Emil Smith Rowe, one of our best young academy players. You have Kieran Tierney. Okay, so here's the rest of the players that we could keep, sell, or loan. Okay,
Tomiyasu keep.
Why don't you put Gabriel in keep? I don't think that's controversial.
Yeah, Gabriel, Tomiyasu, Kieran Tierney.
Where's Tomiyasu?
Gabriel, Tomiyasu, and Tierney. I don't think any of them.
The reason why I say Tierney is controversial is because people keep talking about his injuries and they might want to sell
No,
him.
I still keep him.
Okay, so now we've made our list. We've reduced it down to the actual controversial ones, right?
Yep. So Lokonga keep.
So let me just go from my order, my friend.
Okay.
Thing, I'm going to save the more controversial ones for the end, and I think Lokonga might be a controversial one. So I'm going to start with Leno. We already spoke about Leno. You guys said we decided to sell, even though 3 of you guys said you wanted to keep him. So let's just move on from that because we already spoke about him, right? Next, Hector Bellerin. Is there even a point? Is there even a point? Sell. Everybody in the chat, everyone in the comment section is probably saying the exact same thing. They would sell. They would probably. Everyone in the chat is probably agreeing that they would sell Hector Bellerin. Am I wrong, guys? Igal, you should have the highest tier next season called untouchable. The players that we won't sell on any condition. I will keep it the way it is right now, my friend. I'll keep it the way it is right now, my friend. But yeah, if you guys want to super chat, you can change our ranks by super chatting. We're gonna sell Bellerin, right?
Yeah, definitely. He was poor, man. Do you see him against Everton? Yeah,
terrible.
Okay, I'm gonna give this one to M. M, what do you do with Balogun?
Loan.
Okay. Everyone agree?
No, quick question. During Ateta's interview, he said 3 strikers. So who was the 3rd striker?
I think Martinelli could be someone that could play.
Martinelli could be another striker. You never know.
Okay, so loan him then.
Why not? Why Partey is not in keep? Partey is in keep. He's the 5th player, bro. He's literally at the beginning of the keep. Him and Saka. You might mistaken Partey and Lokonga. Or
Elneny just signed a new contract, so I don't think.
So Lenny's
Yeah, keep him.
and then he's keep. Okay. Then I'm just gonna start doing the controversial ones now. But first, let's just try to get some of the shit ones out. Sell Mari. Everyone agree?
Yeah.
Yep.
If everyone agrees to sell Mari, let me know in the chat right now. I personally think Pablo Mari, there's nothing for him left at Arsenal. He's got to go.
I apologize to Rob Holding because I thought Murray was better than Holding, but I apologize.
At least you're a man of your word.
It's not like
you apologize.
that much better.
What is this? Liverpool midfield is so bad with the likes of Rubbish, Jones, Ox, Elliott. What?
Ox, Elliott, Ketia, Milner, Hendo,
Don
Thiago.
Thiago.
If any good team make them finish ahead.
Well, I can understand Jones, but I don't understand the others. You can't say Henderson is bad or Milner.
Michael Ramsey. Thank you for the super chat. I really do appreciate it, but I just want to know the correlation on how we got to this question, because we only mentioned Curtis Jones once when we were comparing him to ESR, but Oxlade-Chamberlain, Elliott, Milner, Hendo, Thiago. Coincidentally, he left out their best midfielder in Fabinho. Fabinho by himself is better than every midfielder that we have.
Yeah, but Henderson is shit, to be honest.
Thiago is better than every midfielder we have. Those two combined in their midfield, just put any of the other midfielders ahead of him. They're better than any option we have. They're better than 90% of the clubs in the league. So
Henderson, I don't think Henderson gets into the Arsenal midfield, to be honest.
Daniel says, congratulations on signing Zinchenko. Honestly, I'm sad he has left. Great personality and mentality. He's a leader. He's better than Tierney, and availability is the best ability. You know what, Daniel? You couldn't have said it better than I could have. But let's move on to the tier list, guys. Big up to everyone in the chat. We're gonna get back to your comments in a second. Cedric, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. He's not going nowhere.
Yeah, I honestly think he's a good backup as well. I know most people don't like Cedric, but I personally do.
Yeah, he's a good backup. I think that's the best way to put it. There's nobody else to take over, so there's no point. And we're not.
I'm gonna tell you something. Two people in this stream right now would 100% sell Cedric. That's Ozzy and M. Am I wrong?
Yes. And Ainsley Maitland-Niles is a better right back than
I just know you guys so well. Look at this. 100% people are keeping him. He's a good right back. I think
he's not. Based on what? People are just
I think we give Cedric. I think we give
Cedric even a good backup.
Wallahi, I swear.
Wallahi, he's not a good backup.
Bro, we give him way too much stick.
All you have to say is, when Cedric came into the squad when Tomiyasu got injured, that wasn't when that wasn't when our results went downhill. That wasn't when. It was after when Tierney got injured.
Exactly.
Cedric's not that bad. Trust
me. It's not bad. And again, you're talking about Niles. Niles doesn't want to play right back. So what the hell are you fighting for him for?
It's a shame we lost that game, but he actually pocketed the
guys, I have to put Ainsley Maitland-Niles in cell just because of his girlfriend.
His girlfriend? What?
What's wrong with his girlfriend?
His girlfriend putting out messages saying you don't even play him, you don't even put him in the team, and this guy co-signing it. Like,
do you know what? Let him go. Let him go. He
doesn't want to play right back, so just sell him. There's no point.
For the past 2 years, we've been having discussion
his
about
girlfriend made fun of Mel. She called him. She called Mel like a racist slur. So I don't like her. Anyways. This is mad.
It has to be footballing reasons, bro.
Okay, footballing reasons. Ainsley Maitland-Niles has betrayed the club and decided to go to West Bromwich Albion to play as a midfielder instead of actually developing as a right back or a fullback as we wanted him and as England wanted him. This is a man who had an opportunity to play for England and Arsenal at the top level and instead decided to be selfish and follow his dream in the midfield where he has no concentration capabilities. He has the lack of awareness of danger.
When he played in midfield last season, he got man of the match.
He did what?
Against Watford.
Listen, bro.
No, but come on, that's when he got his chance.
He played in midfield in the friendly, and he got absolutely outrun at times. So I don't care. This is the same guy who has no concentration and cannot
Okay,
smell danger.
Igal's got beef with Maitland Niles then.
Uh,
He can,
no,
he
it's,
can
it's
go
not.
fly.
I don't think it's a biff. It's more of like reality. Like Niles went to West Brom, and I believe the manager then
Okay.
told him.
1 second. Give me 4 reasons why we should keep Ainsley Maitland-Niles.
Okay,
I'll make it easier for you. Give me 3.
okay. Ainsley Maitland-Niles is the best backup to Tomiyasu out of Cedric and whoever the hell, Bellerin. He's better than both of them at right back.
That is an opinion. That is not a fact. What's the next one?
No, but
No. That's a fact. I agree with that. Yes.
that is a fact. And number 2, he's never said he doesn't want to play right back. Of course, he prefers to
That
play
is
in
not true.
midfield.
His actions.
It
his
is
actions,
true. No,
His actions.
I don't agree with that.
His actions indicate that he doesn't want to play as a right back because he chose to go on a loan to a club that could play him in the midfield. Next.
Of course, he's gonna decide to go out on loan when he's not getting any game time.
What's the next point, though? What's your next point? I'll give you the first one.
My next point is I don't believe anything Arteta says about any of these players. So it doesn't even.
Two of your opinions are invalid. Based on that,
They're not invalid.
No. Two of your opinions are not concrete. One of them I can give you as a.
So are you telling me Bellerin and Cedric are better than Ainsley Maitland-Niles at right back?
No.
The fact that, no. What I'm saying is Cedric.
Okay, then.
Cedric is a better. I'm not saying he's better overall. I'm just saying he's a better player because he actually wants to play in that position where one player is causing problems. I don't want players that are causing problems. Ainsley Maitland-Niles is causing problems. Cedric is a good squad player. Now,
Exactly. That's the best way to put it.
let's move on. Reece Nelson. I personally would sell or loan.
Sell.
Ozzy?
Sell.
What about you, Tyreek?
Sell for sure. Yeah.
Okay, that was the easy one. Rob,
I'm not sure.
Keep.
Now, let me just make this clear. This could change. If we bring in another defender, then we could possibly sell him. But at this moment in time, I think we might.
No, I'd sell Rob Holding just because of that North London derby and what he did, costing us top 4. I would sell him on the spot. How dare he?
Let me ask you this.
This guy literally decided to fight. He did fight Son on that day. He cost us top 4 because if you guys see how we played against Tottenham in the opening few minutes, there was only one team who you thought was going to win that game, and that was Arsenal. And this guy ruined everything. I'd just sell him for that.
Can I ask you a question? Do you want to sell everyone who has one bad game?
No, Igal, because you're talking about Ainsley Maitland-Niles causing trouble. I'm talking about Holding costing us in the North London derby.
Okay. I personally think I agree with you. He did cost us in the North London derby. I agree with you that he did mess up in the North London derby and it cost us that game. I agree with you that we might need to sell him 100%. But at this moment in time, until we bring in another center back, he's going to be a squad player and he's going to be 4th choice. And at 4th choice, I'm okay with him being 4th. I don't mind.
Tomiyasu can cover center back, so he's not really needed, is he? Even as a 4th choice.
I would sell him as well.
Saliba is going to be covering left center back most likely, and you're going to have or starting at right. So you're going to have Rob Holding most likely covering as the 4th choice center back. I personally think it's and he'll come in maybe if we go to a 5-3-3, so a 5-2, a 5-3-2 or something. So 5 whatever we do when he comes on. So
we could be in the Champions League right now if it wasn't for Rob Holding. Just know that.
Okay.
Not really, no.
And you want to know something? You don't rate Ben White either, but without Ben
because White, Ben White is absolute shit.
What? So, where are you getting this from?
Okay,
I'm getting this from last season.
I'm just gonna move past this quickly. People in the comments, what are they saying? Thank you.
Sell Ben White, Igal. Sell Ben White. Put him in sell, please.
Big up Tyreek, man. He had to go. I didn't even see that in the comments section.
Big up.
Tommy can be 4th. Okay, so you guys are saying sell Holding. You know what? Let me know in the chat what you guys think. Ozzy, M are selling. Sydney, me are keeping. Jonathan, what are you doing? Are you selling, Holding?
I'll keep him because we don't have any replacements. So I'm trying to be realistic. We're not gonna sign in a replacement, so keep him.
I'm just gonna sneak Ben White in to keep. Because
Ben White keep as well. Sure.
There's no point of even talking about it.
There is. He's no good center back. He's no good center half.
Just did it. Please. This is an agenda at this point.
It's not an agenda, bro. He's not a good centre back.
How
Bro,
is he not a good centre back? What are you saying?
I've watched him enough times last season to see this guy's not a good centre back.
Oh wow.
He's
I'm
number
not sure. I'm not sure you're
Number
watching
one,
the
he's
same thing I
not,
was watching.
Well, Saliba
he's
can
not
take
good in
his
the air.
space, isn't
He
it?
struggles with his aerial duels. Gabriel makes him look better. He can't play out the back well, and when he tries to, he gets intercepted.
Does anybody agree with him?
He gets
People
bullied off the
actually agree
ball.
with him.
He's not a good centre back. Can I just make that clear? Saliba will get ahead of him if it's not for Arteta's agenda against Saliba.
Oh my god.
Saliba
Okay. At this point,
will
I can see you have an agenda right now because
Saliba will get ahead of Ben White. But because he's British and he costs 50 million, that's the reason why Ben White will start ahead of Saliba. Not for any other reason. Saliba is clear of Ben White.
One
and Ben
second.
White
Let
is
me
shit,
ask you this.
and
Let
we
me
should
ask you
sell
this.
him.
Let me ask you this. Do you care about playing on merit, or do you just want Arteta to pick favorites?
No, I want Arteta to pick plays based on form.
Okay, so based on that, has Saliba, since he's fit, he should start over Ben White right now?
Absolutely.
Am I wrong? Okay.
Absolutely.
But
Based on ability.
based on last season, since Saliba hasn't played for Arsenal yet, from the beginning of the season, if they're both fit, Ben White should play. Am I wrong?
If they're both fit against Crystal Palace,
Yes.
Mhm.
I'd start Saliba, but I know
No. Based on your logic, you would start Ben White because he was here last season and he was playing at the end of the last season. And based on your logic, you keep the player based on merit. So
if I had the choice, I'm not the manager.
no, it's not about choice. I'm going based on your original logic. So are you going to be consistent with that logic, or are you going to now change it based on the fact that your argument does not suit your logic from earlier?
My whole point is Saliba is better.
change
Is a
it.
better centre back than Ben White. So if I had the choice to start Saliba or Ben White, I'm starting Saliba.
Sorry,
Okay, that is not. But that, listen, Konate and Matip, Liverpool fans can argue between who's the better player. Does that mean they have to sell the latter?
Not really.
Okay, so why do you want to sell Ben White?
Because I don't think he's a good centre back, and he's shown that last season.
Okay, so I have a question. So
You're
how
gonna
is
go in
Saliba
circles,
better
bro.
than Ben White? On what ground exactly?
No. Bro, it's not about Saliba being better. I don't want to argue between Saliba and Ben White. That is a lose-lose situation. We're now arguing between two players. Argue the point. He's saying he's not a good center back. The reason why he's saying he's not a good center back is because we bought him for 50 million and he got beat in the air versus Brentford, and he had a couple games here and there where we had bad games, but majority of the games, Ben White is a better footballer than Gabriel. Ben White is a better footballer than majority of the top center backs in this league. Ben White.
Oh my god.
Ben White, footballing ability is up there. His ball playing ability is
Subhanallah.
up there, and you're
Subhanallah.
just saying he's not a good defender when every defensive statistical category he's up there in the percentiles. So
Let me
just
name you games.
Please. Wallahi, we can have this conversation all
Okay, let me just make my final point.
There's no point, bro. We still haven't even touched on Tavares. Tierney.
Just the final point, nigga. Just the final point.
At this point, I'm just gonna put in Lokonga and keep just because we're gonna spend too much time on Lokonga too. Do you want to talk about Lokonga or do you want to talk about Ben White for 2 hours, bro?
No. I'm just gonna say the last thing. I can name you several games, Ben White. Norwich at home, where if it wasn't for Gabriel's block, the goal goes in off his left foot, an own goal. Newcastle away, Crystal Palace at home, Aston Villa at home, Leicester. Do you want me to keep on going? How many games this guy's been shaky, but because Gabriel's made a last-ditch tackle or a last block, this guy looks amazing.
Okay, you want to know where your argument falls apart? You're trying to tell me he's a bad center back based on individual games and individual performances. Have you mentioned the North London Derby where he was an absolute beast? Have you mentioned the games where he was an absolute beast and he helped us win those games and absolutely destroyed the opposition with balls?
I've named you 5 games, bro. You named me
I can name you
the Derby where the whole team was good.
You want me to go through the list of games that Ben White has played and show you how many good games he's had this past season?
I could do that as well.
Do you really want me to do that? Because this is now getting petty, bro.
Let's just see how
Really
Ben
getting-
No,
White
but
plays
let's
this
just
season.
move on,
Let's
just
leave it
for
at
the
that.
sake
No,
of the
but
show.
this
Let's
is
move
getting
on.
petty. You are calling the man a bad footballer because of a couple of things in your opinion. This is your opinion. He doesn't mean it's a fact.
Yeah, so let's move on, bro.
So
It's
I'm
fine.
not going to change your opinion, but this is pissing me off because you are saying Ben White has been a shit footballer for us. He has not been a shit footballer for us. He has been.
I don't care of how
beast for us.
good of a footballer you are when it comes to being a
Okay,
defender.
forget about football. He has been a good defender for us too. There's
No, he hasn't.
there's only
No,
a
he hasn't.
handful of games. There's only a handful of
hasn't.
games. Okay, when has he had a disciplinary? Has he had a disciplinary issue last season? Did he once receive a yellow card?
Oh my day. I'm talking pure footballing ability. Pure footballing ability.
Footballing
Defensive.
ability. I'm telling you, footballing ability. He's good on the ball. He's good in the air. He's good on the.
He's not good
good
in the air. He's not good in the air.
He's
He's
good
not
on
good in the air.
one-on-one
He
defending.
proved that
What
on his
is he
debut.
bad at?
He literally
is he
proved
bad at?
on his debut that he's not good in the air.
That was
And
the first
didn't,
game he was
and
bad
he
in the air.
didn't win a single header.
What the hell are you talking about? He was one of the best center backs in the league when it came to aerial percentages.
That's not true. That's not true.
That is a fact.
That is not true.
Igal,
Absolutely.
do you mind just show him the stats so he sees it for himself, and then maybe you, because to me, like the point he's given doesn't really make sense to me. He just feels petty right now.
I'm actually.
If you guys think Ben White is a good centre half, then good luck next season. He had absolutely no competition last season, so that's why he was starting in the team. But if he has competition, which he will next season, what my point will be proven that he's not a good centre back, and we just overpaid for a guy
So
who.
based on what you're saying, that means Gabriel is also not a good centre back because he also made some couple of errors. The error that got him sent off in the Man City game, or his rash. Like that's the thing. All these players have errors in them, but that doesn't mean that they're crappy players. No.
So
Ben
one thing we need to remember is that these players are really young as well. Ben White is
they're
really
still young.
young. Gabriel is really
Forget about
young.
that. None of the points that he's making are valid. They're actually nonsensical. I'm sorry, bro. You're saying
They're not. I could say your
The
points
only-
are
the
nonsense,
only
but it's
thing-
an opinion at the end of the
the
day.
only thing. Okay, are you saying he's bad at intercepting? Does he have bad concentration?
Yes.
That's his
I
biggest.
wouldn't agree. I wouldn't.
No, it's not his biggest strength. So explain to me why he let a crossing in stoppage time against Norwich when Timo Pukki nearly scored, and if it wasn't for Gabriel throwing his body on the line, that would have been 1-1.
Listen,
explain that to me.
If you're telling me, if you're giving me one
No,
example,
I've just given you an example of where
one example
he couldn't read.
If you're giving me one example, you have a better memory than I do because you're clearly naming moments in games that have pissed you off. And in my opinion, this is nonsensical because there's no point that you can tell.
Did you watch every Arsenal game last season? Because I'm pretty sure you did. I did as well. So it's not about having a good memory. It's just remembering what happened.
I think.
Okay. Did you not see Watford when he got spun by Sissoko when we were 3-1 up? You don't remember that? He got spun by Sissoko.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go check my Norwich player rating to see what the stats were because let's just go to Norwich. Let's see what happened that Norwich game. So Norwich Arsenal, right? Are you saying away or at home?
At home, because we blitzed them 5-0 away from home. And he was good.
You're saying the home game. What was the scoreline again?
1-0.
1-0 to the Arsenal, right? So then you have this was what the first game of the season, the September game that we first win of the season.
Yeah, this was the first win of the season.
The first win of the season, right? Okay. Let's find out what happened in this game. So in that game, Ben White, what did he do? Ben White and Gabriel's partnership. You watch closely as 1 second. Let me get the player rating. Player rating, and then I've gotten the player rating now. 1-0 Norwich, and now I'm gonna look up what they said about Ben White in that game just to remember. Because I can't remember off the top of my head. Look how. Okay, received the ball and he passed the ball into the midfield carries rather than circulating it immediately into the right back position. where their review on Gabriel Magalhaes, very solid on the ball today, leader on passing. Ainsley Maitland-Niles stood out. Along with Ainsley Maitland-Niles, which was outstanding, block preventing, dangerous in the late moments. So they never said anything negative about either of them. In that game, they rated both of them 7 and 1 7.5. And when it comes down to the actual statistics from that game, I can even go further and be more petty. Bro, I'm just thinking right now, you have a clear agenda. You need to give it up and let's just move on to the next topic.
It's not a clear agenda, bro. It's an opinion.
No, it's not an opinion. At this moment in time, it's no longer an opinion.
I could say you have an agenda against Ainsley Maitland-Niles, but I'm not going to say that, am I? Because it's your opinion.
I'm there's somewhat of me trolling Ainsley Maitland-Niles at the end of the day. If he stays,
but I'm not trolling. I'm not trolling.
Okay,
it's a fact.
It's not a fact. It is not a fact that a player is not a good defender because you believe it is. That is not a fact.
By the way, on the comments, Boom Shakalaka's well, he's getting personal, and so if you could just block him or something.
Okay, moving on. I'm just gonna do this quickly. I'm not even gonna entertain a Xhaka conversation today. Let's not do that, because there's no point. I'm just gonna speak about these three. What do we do with Torreira?
No loan.
You know what? Forget about we spend so much time. We're just gonna sell Torreira. What do we do with Nuno? Loan him out or sell him?
Loan.
Okay, loan him out. And then finally, Pepe.
So
if we can't get, how many years does he have on his contract? Does anyone know?
2 years.
2 years? Yeah, I'll probably just.
So this is the list, eh?
Not bad. That's not a bad list.
So wait, how many players do we have in the keep right now?
We still definitely need a midfielder. For sure. We need a midfielder for sure. But if we can get that, and if we can get that on the winger, since we already have Zinchenko coming in, I would probably rate our window at 9.5 over 10. Obviously depending on the players that we bring in, but if we can get in a midfielder and a winger, definitely for sure. Yeah.
Yo, I'm not gonna bring this back again, but that was funny still. You went from saying it's an opinion to saying it's a fact in 3 seconds.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I clocked. My bad.
Anyways, guys, we're gonna end it here. We've gone for an hour and 47 minutes. This is absolutely madness. I think I might clip this up and repost it because that was ridiculous. But yeah, you guys have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful night. Enjoy your night. Have a good one. And don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and have yourselves a great night, guys. We're out of here. Peace.
Yeah, good night, guys.